cover up everything that our childhood produced.
Yeah.
And one of the main reasons, especially for dudes hate getting emotional, and they hate having to feel something that they don't like.
Yeah.
They hate it.
I hear you.
They hate it. As much as they probably need to, they hate feeling what they don't like.
Mm-hmm.
And most of the times, we end up responding to a current situation based on our emotional anger for something that happened years ago.
Yep.
But we're always taught, don't say nothing, suck it up, keep it moving. It don't hurt. Get over it.
Brush it off.
You're a man. You know what I'm saying?
But still, like, that stuff doesn't leave. That's
It
energy.
It don't leave.
If you holding in tears and anger, that's energy still stored in you. It's in there, in your heart.
Leave.
You have to go through that. You have to, face it, or it's not gonna leave.
It don't leave. I remember you you was playing and you fell so hard one day. You fell so hard. And the dad in me was like, get up and keep going.
Mm-hmm.
The dad in me was like, get up, keep going. Your mama was like, your mama ran over there so quick and picked you up, and I was so pissed. I was so pissed. Like, we are not about to pick this dude up every time. He's gonna fall all day.
Right.
We are not about to pick this dude up. You know what I'm saying?
Coddle me.
Now, the good dad in me was like, okay, get up. You know what I'm saying? Brush yourself off. Keep going.
Mm-hmm.
The bad dad in me is like, you can get up, but you can still cry.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? It's like, because you're a boy, you ain't supposed to be crying.
Right.
Shut up. Get up. Nah,
Mm-hmm.
nah. You know what I'm saying? Like, we
Right.
want y'all to be robots.
Yeah. Literally.
You know what I'm saying? And even robots have glitches.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like, but I was like that. I was like that. I fell. You know what I'm saying? I almost felt like a little punk if I had a little tear come out. My leg is bleeding.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? And I'm just limping around trying not to cry.
Right.
Cause you trying to, you know what I'm saying? Cause you don't want your friends laughing at you. Oh, look at that nigga, he crying. Blah, blah, blah.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like you just kind of grow up feeling like you can't express yourself.
Yep. Absolutely.
And the whole time, I tell people this all the time. They're like, women is way more emotional than dudes. I'm like, that's a lie.
Yeah, honestly.
They just more comfortable expressing it.
There you go.
They just more comfortable expressing it.
Mm-hmm.
Because we feel stuff just like they do.
Absolutely.
We can watch something on TV and feel a certain way. We can be feeling a certain way having a conversation. We can be feeling a certain way, you know what I'm saying, walking through the mall. We're just as emotional. We just don't express it.
That's it.
And we've been taught not to express it. Which is not fair, because usually when it come out, we whooping somebody's ass.
Mm-hmm.
Or we shooting. Or you know what I'm saying, or we just straight going off. And it's bold that the only time we really express ourselves is when it's reached a boiling point.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, we done tipped over now.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So now, all of that stuff that we've been trying not to let out,
Oh.
the cup done fell over, now it's all coming out.
Yep.
And then after that, we start refilling it all over again. We start refilling it all over again. Somebody say something, all right, I'll let that slide.
Mm-hmm.
Somebody do something, all right, I'll let that slide. But they ain't doing nothing but refilling the cup.
Right.
Refilling the cup. And that's the cycle of a dude. And especially a black dude.
Mm-hmm.
That's the cycle.
Gotta be hard all the time.
That's the cycle. You fill a cup up with a bunch of BS and stuff, that we want to say something about, but we don't want to feel like we a punk because we complaining all the time, and we always wrong, and we just let people. We don't let people. We keep filling it up because people is people. They gonna do whatever they want. They fill it up. We fill it up, and then something just tip us over, and then it all spill out.
Yep.
And then we be like, dang, dog, I shouldn't have said that. I shouldn't have did that. We start feeling bad.
Right.
Like it's our fault. I mean, it's our fault the way we responded.
Right.
But it's more of our fault that we let it get that way. And then we pick ourselves up, we clean ourselves off, and then we just start refilling ourselves with that stuff all over again. And it's a cycle.
Over and over.
Over and over and over again. It's a cycle. Yeah. And like I tell people all the time, the only thing you can control is you. That's it. So if you feel like you gotta say something every time something go down, do it. If that's gonna keep you from not popping off,
go ahead.
Say something every time.
At least it's in that moment, so where it's not gonna affect you, years later. Hey, might as well.
And see, I'm wired so different because I can see stuff, and 9 times out of 10, I see it, I understand it, but I ain't about to say nothing because I don't care. Right. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't care. If I say something, I care.
Exactly.
And I can promise you, 2 minutes after I say something, I'm over it. I'm done. I mean, I can cuss you straight out. And when I put a period on the last cuss word, I'm over it. I'm done.
I remember you told that story.
You know what I'm
saying? Somebody out at work, and then they're like, "You good?"
Yeah.
What you
talking
about? He came
back, man. It was like an hour later. He was like, "You good, man?" I was like, "Huh?" He was like, "Man, I ain't never seen you go off like that, man. I was scared to say something." I was like, "What?" I was like, you talking about when I went?" He was like, "Yeah, man, I ain't never seen." I said, "Bro, before I got on the other side of this machine, I was done. I was over it.
Like, yeah.
I was over it." And then I told him, I said, "A part of me just snapped just because y'all dumb. Y'all just do stupid stuff. I wasn't even mad. I just did it so y'all could understand we here to do a job. I wasn't even mad like that. Sometimes I just snap just so y'all can understand this ain't about y'all."
Exactly.
I said, man, I said, that was an hour of your life wasted.
Trying to decide, should I talk to him? Like,
I said, you just wasted an hour of your life. Because I was over it in a minute.
Yep. I tell myself, it don't matter in 5 years, leave it alone. If you're not going to think about that in 5 years, you might as well just leave it where it is.
Bruh, if you ain't gonna think about it in 5 minutes,
exactly.
I refuse
to let it hold any kind of emotional power over you.
Yeah, that or them. Because anytime you allow somebody do or say to affect you after the fact, you done gave them power.
They got you.
You done gave them power. And the bold part is, they don't even know it.
Exactly.
They don't even know it. They probably done moved on, and you still thinking about it.
Yep.
And you still pissed, and you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, get
nah,
like that.
Heck no.
Let that stuff go.
Somebody went off on me at work, and when they finished, I was like, "You done? You feel better?" They were like, "Nah, man, I'm just saying." I'm like, "I'm just saying. You feel better? You good?"
Right.
I know he was confused because he was expecting me to go off. Like, bro, I work here. This ain't my life. I don't care nothing about this place.
Right.
I'm only here because they pay me. So, your little feelings and attitudes and all that stuff, I don't care nothing about that.
You talking to a wall.
It ain't nothing personal. Because if they stop paying me, I'm going to stop coming. That's the only reason why I'm here. I ain't here for you. I don't care nothing about you.
It's the fact that we do work here together is the only...
That's the only reason why we know each other,
exactly. Outside of work.
That's the only reason why we know each other. Because of this place.
Mm-hmm.
And trust me, when I leave, I'm done. You know what I'm saying? Now I don't. You know what I'm saying? You don't let nobody just run over you and act all crazy.
Mm-hmm.
But you got to know who you are, what you stand for, and what you're trying to accomplish.
Yeah.
And that should lead how you respond to stuff and people. A lot of stuff I see, I could say something, but for what? Because some people do stuff just to get you to respond.
Yeah.
Ain't no way. No.
You be trying to hurt yourself, trying to get me to respond. Like, hey, look. You see that bird?
Because it hurts them more when they're trying to get you to respond and you don't. It hurts them more. like that's the worst. I want to get into it with you, and you ain't paying me no attention.
Hey, they really start getting mad.
You know what I'm saying? Like they want to.
Yeah. Some people feed off that kind of attention and
want
energy.
to.
They feed off that.
And then when you recognize it, you realize they start to go out their way just to get you to respond. And then I hit them with the you trying really hard, ain't you, bro?
Yeah, that's sad.
You ain't none of your shots going in. Like you just gonna keep shooting.
Hey.
Ain't none of your shots going in. And I'm not even playing.
Exactly.
They be pissed.
They be mad at their own self.
They be pissed. And it ain't nothing deep. It ain't nothing spiritual. It ain't none of that. It's just knowing who you are and knowing what you not gonna deal with. And I am huge on giving people power. I'm huge on that. Huge. Ain't nothing you can do that can cause me to respond a certain way. If I respond a certain way, that was my choice.
Right. Absolutely.
That was my choice. I chose to respond that way.
Yep.
I chose to respond that way. So, but they'll try it, man.
Yeah, they will.
They'll try it.
Can't let them get a hold of you.
Oh, no. Nah. It actually turned into a game for me. When I can see it and I know, I'm like, oh, bet.
Watch this.
Oh, bet.
It'd be funny when you be looking at them and then go right back to what you was doing. Oh man, their blood start boiling. Like, I know you just saw me. They be getting mad. I'm like, I saw you.
It'd be funny.
Like a kid crying, like Elijah crying when he fell.
Man,
I see you.
I see you. I see you. Well, no. But that's how I'm wired. That's just always been. You don't give nobody power. I don't care what they do or what they say. You control everything you do. And I tell people, everything you do is succeed. Everything you do is succeed. People wonder why they keep going through the same stuff because you keep planting the same seed.
Not going back to the root of what you planted.
You keep
And then
planting
it keep
the same
happening
seed.
over and over again. You got to get back to that root to figure out why this keep happening, or else it's gonna keep happening.
Cause agriculture. We try to make sowing and reaping spiritual. It's not. It's in the Bible, but it's not spiritual. It's agriculture.
Sowing and reaping. Would that be like karma, or no?
That's what society would say.
Okay. You don't believe in karma?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Cause it's sowing and reaping.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Now, somebody in church wouldn't call it karma. Karma.
So, okay.
Somebody in the street would call it karma. But
Right.
it's the same thing.
Yeah. It's different.
It's just terminology. It's all the same thing. It's all the same thing. If you somebody that's always snapping off, you're gonna always be snapping off because there's always somebody out there that's gonna
It's gonna kindle that flame.
yeah.
Oh Always.
All the time. All the time.
Yeah.
So, yep. Sowing and reaping, karma.
Just gotta be aware of what you putting into the universe, because that's gonna come right back for you.
Every time.
It may not be tomorrow, may not be. Hey, it's gonna come back.
Every time. But here's the problem. A lot of people look for the manifestation of the seed in the place they planted.
Yeah. Mhm.
So if I get into it with you, I'm expecting you to get back at me at some point.
Yep. Here's
When
how you see it.
actuality, somebody over here is about to get back at me
Mhm.
for something I did to you. Because they might be mature enough to be like, you know what, I'm good on him.
I know.
I'm
that
straight.
It's gonna come back for him, not by me, but it's gonna hit him
Even if
again.
they don't feel or think that way.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? They could, for all we know, they could be like, Lord, take it easy on him. And he could be like, nah, because he shouldn't have did it.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Nah, I'm on him.
Right. He was like, nah, I ain't taking it. Nah, he shouldn't have said it. He
Mhm.
shouldn't have did it. He shouldn't have went there. Now he got to pay for it.
Yep.
But we look for it another way, and it's coming from a totally different angle.
Yep.
And
Hit
then we
you.
be sitting there wondering, like, dog, why is this happening to me?
Right.
Like, no.
You know where that came
Only
from.
because you don't know where it's coming from,
Mhm.
you ask that question.
Now you're confused.
Now you're confused. Where are you
God.
confused? Like, bruh, you done planted this seed in 5 different yards. What you mean, why is this happening to you?
Mhm. Gotta be mindful. Got to.
That's why if we live like everything we do is the seed, we'll be more careful
Mhm.
on what we do and what we say and how we respond.
Absolutely.
But we don't, because we be in our emotions
Yep.
and we respond in the moment
Mhm.
without thinking about what the future is.
Yep.
That's all. And it's natural.
Yeah. I feel like we need more balance in the more male and female energy. Like, masculine energy is more logical, straightforward, and
Black and white.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And then female energy is more emotional. And I feel like we just need a balance instead of just picking either one. You feel me? So.
I agree. I think we, well, wanting to balance is cool, but the
Mhm.
way we're wired
It's either or.
is either or.
Yeah.
Like when Adam was created, he didn't give animals names options.
Mhm.
He's like, you can be a horse or a giraffe. You know what I'm saying? It was like,
Right.
You know what I'm saying? We wasn't born with options like that.
Mhm.
It was like, okay, you're gonna be this, you're
Right.
gonna be that, you're gonna be this, you're gonna be that. Women were created for our balance.
Yes.
We wasn't created to be balanced.
Mhm.
They were. That's why they were created to help us.
Mhm.
They were supposed to be our balance.
Yep.
We wasn't created to be balanced.
You can't just have masculine energy in the world. That's chaos right there. Women is supposed to offset that balance.
Yeah. Now, if you're a man and you're able to be balanced like that, that's a plus.
Yeah.
But most guys aren't wired to be logical and emotional.
Mhm. Yeah. You gotta practice that. Honestly,
Yeah.
that's a practice right there.
Yeah. But it's hard because 9 times out of 10, your emotions don't line up with what's logical.
Yeah. Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? It's hard. It's hard to see something black and white, and then you try to make it gray
Mhm.
because of how you feel.
Yep.
That's hard, man. It's hard. Women was born in a gray area.
Yep.
They were born in a gray area. They were born between Adam and the devil.
Mhm.
You know what I'm saying? Like that's why it was easier for her to be tricked than him.
Mhm.
Because she was born in between those two.
Because logically, Adam would probably not eat the apple because God said it, but
Because he knew.
right. But
He knew.
Eve, with the emotional, the
He
serpent
knew.
said, "Eat that apple."
But see, what happened to Eve is the issue was the instructions got lost in interpretation.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Because when the serpent went to Eve and said, "You're not supposed to eat of the tree,"
Mm-hmm.
she said, "We're not supposed to eat or touch it."
Mm-hmm.
There was never any instructions not to touch it. God never said don't touch it, and Adam never said don't touch it.
Mm-hmm.
So it was okay to touch it.
Right.
But because she was the middle person, she was able to distort what the real instructions were.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And then when he questioned her, she responded out of her emotions.
Mm-hmm.
It wasn't until after she ate it, and then God questioned Adam that he got emotional. He was like, "Well, no, it's this chick you gave me." That's when he got emotional.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Like, whoa.
Before then, he knew what was the deal.
Right.
He knew what the deal was.
Specific instructions.
Yeah.
Don't eat it.
He got emotional when he's about to get in trouble.
Mm-hmm.
Which is typically how we are as dudes.
Yep.
We get emotional when we feel like we're getting in trouble.
Mm-hmm.
Or we feel like we're getting cornered.
Yeah.
Because now our emotions is fighting back.
Yeah. Logic is gone.
You know what I'm saying? As long as we feel like we in control, we good.
Right.
As soon as we feel like we getting back into a corner, that's when our emotions come out.
Mm-hmm. And that's not right.
Yeah.
You live life every day with that balance.
Yep.
You're not supposed to see it in black and white. Really? I think black and white are the most color. They got every single color in each color, right?
Well,
I think black has all the colors inside of it.
I
Or is it
think
white?
so. No, I think it's black.
It's black? Yeah.
I think so.
Yeah.
Yep. I think black has all of the colors. I don't think white has any.
Oh, yeah.
I think white is the purest.
Yeah, that's right. Mm-hmm. So, Unconscious with Cap, where is that at right now?
The podcast?
Yeah.
That is waiting on me to
okay.
just start recording.
Oh, okay. You gonna do it at home or back to this?
Nah, I do it at home. I think.
Yeah, actually that's cool.
I think that. I think I'm done with radio.
Mm-hmm.
Well, that season is over with right now.
Oh, okay.
There are times I have it. I mean, because my videos always popping up.
Mm-hmm.
So I glance at them for a second. I'm like, oh dang, that was, because it was fun.
Yeah.
It was fun, but I think.
Yeah, I was in school at that time. Yeah.
Right. It was fun, but I think doing a podcast is more convenient for my schedule because I can kind of just do it whenever
Mm-hmm.
I get free time.
Yeah, I need to learn how to set that up. I think that'd be cool.
It's actually pretty simple.
Do you use the podcast app on your iPad? Like, if you were to do it on that?
Nope. Well, there's two ways you can do it.
Mm-hmm.
You can do it through, because I probably record mine on a computer and do it through Audacity,
Mm-hmm.
or like my boys, they do a podcast and they record theirs through the GarageBand.
Oh, okay.
Yep. They record theirs through the GarageBand, and then I'm not sure what they do to edit it. Like if you want music and stuff behind it.
Uh-huh.
But I'm using Audacity on the computer, so I can put music and stuff behind it.
Okay. I need to.
Yep.
Okay.
And then actually I just got a mic today. Actually, if you want to get into podcasting, I can order you a mic.
Yeah, I need one. Or I might do like the little ones they be having that you put on your shirt. I might end up doing that.
I got the one like with the boom and the
Gotcha.
the guard on it,
Mm-hmm.
so you don't have all that and all of that
Mhm.
stuff. And it was only
You tested it?
no, I haven't. It's still in the box. It just came today.
Oh, okay.
It just came today.
Oh, okay, that's sweet.
But yeah, I'm gonna test it, and if you want one, I'll order you one.
Sweet.
So you and then it's good for anything. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
If you podcast or if you're doing a YouTube video.
Actually, I need a camera. That's what I need. Because I'm trying to do skits and videos and stuff. So I need more of a camera. And maybe like, I don't know. I'll probably get like a little mini mics or something. Or a camera with a good mic or something like that. Cause yeah, the iPad cool. The new one I'm about to get is 4K and all that. But this audio is still a big part of it too.
Right.
So I got to look into that stuff.
But I think the camera, like if you're recording yourself through a voice app, you can sync it up with the video as long as you start it at the same time.
Yeah, okay.
So you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
You don't necessarily have to have like a camera to where the audio is connected to that camera.
Mm-hmm. You just try to sync it up.
Yeah.
The editing process.
Yeah. Like if you just have your phone on your hip and you're recording the audio straight to there.
Yeah, that can work.
Cause like you can do that with your AirPods.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's what we did. We did a little interview skit the other day. I had him put one AirPod in. I did the other AirPod.
Yep.
It turned out pretty good.
Yep.
So that's probably gonna be it till I can get better quality mic or something.
Yeah. Yeah, but yeah, podcast is easier. It's easier for me in my schedule.
Yeah, I want to get into that too. I want to get into a lot of stuff. Oh yeah, I'm about to start writing my own book. So when I'm like pretty much done, I'll text you.
And I remember telling you about that a couple of years ago.
Yeah, I'm starting to get into that. I'm starting to tap into that more comfortable place in my life. Because that's really where change happens.
Everybody can write a book.
Yeah.
Everybody lived enough life to write a book. I started on my book 4 times. And I think I got to chapter 3. I got to chapter 3. And then my schedule just don't allow me to, well, that's not true. I don't make time to sit down and just write.
Yeah, gotta make time.
Especially when you got a little bug at home that keep moving.
Yeah, he's so cute.
Yeah, no, that's dope.
Yeah.
YouTube channel, podcast.
And I'm trying to get into music. I don't know. I'm iffy on music though, cause I'm trying to rap, like more conscious rap about like the world and stuff.
I'm gonna tell you something. I'm almost over music. And you know what's weird?
I'll change my
I'm almost over music, but I've been taking piano lessons. Now go figure. I started taking piano lessons as soon as this pandemic hit and we was locked up in the house. I said, well, let me learn how to play piano.
That's good though. Learn some new skills.
But it's irritating because I know music, and so it's not translating to playing. So it's frustrating.
Yeah.
I'm gonna stick with it though. But as far as music, like I feel myself coming to the end of that road because I've been doing it for 30 years. Like literally 30 years.
Yeah. I feel like I could write, but just finding beats for me is kind of tough. Cause like what I want is it's real specific.
Yeah.
It's trying to find it from somebody else is difficult.
Right.
And I try to do garage band. That's tedious, man. It's so tedious. I'm like, it's like each individual instrument you can do. Like I'm like, oh my goodness.
And I still haven't. I still haven't to this day. Got into seeing how garage band works.
Yeah, that's crazy right there. And there's so many different instruments. Like it's so many. Like it's instruments like guitar, drums, piano, and then it's like acoustic guitar. It's like different kind of drums. Like it's so many different types of. Yeah, it's wild. I'm trying to get into it. Whew, hour and 30 minutes.
This need to be like 4 parts.
Yeah, honestly, that's pretty much what
I
I'm
wouldn't
do.
even want to sit here and watch it for a 30 hour and a half.
Yeah, I'm gonna cut it up, but yeah, I'm gonna just end it right here. Really, that was a good talk, though.
Oh yeah.